I actually had like a few calls like this,
Yeah.
similar to this,
Yeah.
because we were also cold calling for our agency last year. It was something for the Facebook ads offer. So most
Mhm.
people in the industry are opposed to the idea of it. So we had like immensely high resistance. And on top of it, there were a few people who were like very like, egoistic and came in with a negative attitude
Yeah.
towards me. So the way I used to start those calls is I used
Yeah.
to connect the calls and then let them open up. So it would be more like, hey, you know what? What made you specifically say yes to this call? Like, what did my team tell you? Just so I
Yeah.
understand, right? Let them go for a tangent for 1 minute. Immediately, if you sense that they are not entirely focused here, I
Hmm.
would immediately go into, hey, how would you prefer having a call similar to this, where we're meeting for the first time, despite being in the same market? How do you prefer to start calls that makes you more, engaged into it and makes you feel like it's more worth your time? Just so
Yeah.
I make the most for your time here. I really value
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
They will
Okay.
tell
Okay.
you, right? And then
Yeah.
that lowers, like increases your respect for you. And then they
Yeah.
also can't be a jerk anymore.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So basically say if you're getting that body language, like, hey, like, they're not really that interested. Say, hey, Subra, if you don't mind me asking, what would be, in your opinion, would be the best value for your time on a call like this? How would you like a call like this to go? What would be the best value for your time on a
Yeah.
call similar to this? Like something like
Yeah.
that?
Yes. Ideally start of the call, because the first five
Well,
minutes,
if
if you
that's if
get
you're
them
seeing
engaged.
that they're not that, they're kind of off.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
they're, but
If
if
they're not
they
respecting
are,
you, you feel respect, right? When you speak
right?
with someone, they're
Yes.
respecting your time, despite the fact that if they're not interested or not, they will respect you. If someone is showing like with their body language, I don't care about this, then I would
Yeah.
go into this. Hey, I
Yeah.
genuinely value your time and of course mine, just so I make sure that I, make it the most effective possible for you. Can you tell me in similar situations, like conversations similar to this, where you don't know me, I don't know you, this is the first time we are trying to make this connection. How would you like to start this call so that it feels more worth it by the end? Like what do you like to
How would
talk
you like a
about?
call like this to go? Like,
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
What are the key things that you actually want to prioritize? That way I will get some context, I'll get straight to point, and then we can make the most of it, and then we'll see if it goes from there. Like where
yeah.
does it go from there?
Okay. 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 Cool. I like this.
I will
Yeah.
send you the recording after this, Anibal, so you can
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
listen to the timestamp. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then what was the one that you said for if they are engaged and they are, what was the questions that you asked that to get them talking that you just, there was one that you said before, you're like, if they are like, being respectful, what was the question that you asked? I'm sorry.
I would say, like when we give you context on the call, right? What exactly
Yeah.
happened on the cold call? I would start with the small talk kind
Yeah.
of stuff, 1 minute in, and I would say, okay, so I mean, you spoke with my teammate Nikhil, right? Yeah, and he mentioned that you were doing this, this, and this, and that's what caught your attention the most. Still like to get some more context on this. Like what made you say yes to this call? Just so I have more
Yeah.
context, and that way I can get straight to the point.
Yeah, yeah. That was well, okay, okay. That's good. That's good. Thank you. And I remember with Ivan, that was actually one of the things that I asked him. I'm like, so, hey Ivan, nice to meet you, blah blah blah, where are you from? And I was like, so, out of curiosity, I mean, you took this call, you agreed to meet with me, so, just wondering, why did you take this call? What are you looking to get out of, our conversation? And then that's where he went into like, well, I was told that by meeting with you that I was going to be, that you had some way of sending me business. So I said, okay, like that. That's how,
Yeah.
what
I feel
Hmm.
like if they are this type, you cannot like tell them, you took this call, that means you're interested somehow or something. Like, you cannot tell them this is what you should feel like or, why you are here because they are already in this ego mode. And I'm like, I don't care. So, that's gonna be like triggering there. Yeah.
hard
it,
the
it
barrier.
Yeah, because they need to feel in control. So give them control to gain control. When people are like that, where they're like, you know what, I need control, give them control, like imaginary control, so that you actually gain control. And
Mhm.
what I would do more in those scenarios is use the word feel more, as in like,
Mhm.
what made you like genuinely feel that, okay, let me actually say yes to this. And I would quote this, right? Like instead of saying what made you feel, I would say what made you feel that, you know what, let me actually, in quotes, let me actually say yes to this, hop on this call, see what this guy is doing. I'm just actually putting words indirectly and I'm using feel so that they cannot actually think about this. They have to go in feeling. Ideally,
Yeah.
slow it down with curiosity. What made you actually feel and think like, you know what?
Let
Okay,
me
this is
let
a
me
cold call. Let me actually say yes, see what's
yeah.
going on, just so I gain some context and cushion this well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. I like it.
This is something that also works very well on cold calls, by the way, Anibal. Like we do this a lot. This
Hmm.
quotation. Like, yeah, you
Yeah.
know what? What made you actually feel like, let me do this? Like you talk from their perspective.
Okay, cool.
And of course, like some people can't be like, you can't actually do it much there. Some people are
Hmm.
just like that.
Yeah.
Uh, and if there is like people who are like ego and trying to take away control, I would also put more like they can't be a jerk if I focus on the positives that they have already done. Like they have respected my time, they have showed up, they have turned on the camera, right? That's three positives that they have already taken towards me. And I would say, hey, I really appreciate that you took out the time to hop on this call, and that that's more like a respect to my time, despite you not knowing me. Not many people are like that. So I genuinely
Hmm.
would like to do business with you. I will explore how to do business with you, but just so I understand, what made you feel like, what? Let me actually say yes to this call and see what this guy is doing. Like, how would you like to start this call, just so I gain some context and make the most of your time here? They
Hmm.
can't be a jerk anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, because you're asking them what they want to get out of this and what's in it for them, you know? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
So
cool.
let's try these things. I will, from my side, I will add the context and the voice notes from Nikhil, ideally.
Yeah. Quick
At
little
least the
recap
context.
of the call.
Yeah,
Yeah. Voice note. Yeah, great.
yeah. And then we'll see for the next 4 or 5 calls, and then how those goes. Let's add the recording compulsory, like just even audio recording somehow.
Yeah,
Video recordings are better because I can also see the body language.
of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be much better for sure. Yeah.